Good evening, Magic fans. It's Thursday night. You know what that means. It's Cube night, right? Tonight, it's Cube. I believe it's Cube Talk Thursdays, and I believe it's episode 10, 10th episode. So, despite whether this is a popular series or not, we've done 10 weeks of this thing, where we've talked about Magic related stuff, new cards, cube drafts. We've drafted some cubes online. We've drafted my cube numerous times. We've drafted various other cubes, and so let's continue on, right? Tonight we got something a little bit special. Tonight I've got another request from a fan. It sent me an email, and they're asking me if I can just look at the new cards from new set, new Streets of New Capenna, and talk about my top 10 favorite cards that either are gonna make cube or see play in like formats besides standard, like modern, pioneer, legacy, anything like that. So that's what we're gonna do tonight, and then we're gonna draft some. We'll draft a couple decks from probably from my cube. Talk about like what archetypes should go in, what you can build for my cube. We'll also check out the. We'll see if there's any cubes online we can draft from that, and that's what we'll spend the next episode. All right. So, without further ado, welcome to the show, Jesse. Let's get into it. No, we're not doing that. It's F2. Thank you very much. All right. So, New Capenna. So let's see. Top 10 cards that could be. I see the chat room has gone bilingual now. We're now on the Spanish channel. Welcome, Nathan. All right, so we're going to talk about my top 10 cards from the new set that I like so far. All right, whether I think these are good for cube or not, that all matters. What you think they're going to be good, and we'll talk about some. We'll also talk about these top 10 what cards think are going to make a huge impact on not just the standard format, but like other formats like Modern and Pioneer. So let's get to it. All right. So we've already talked about the 5 new legendary creatures from the streets that represent the shards, right? Like the Esper, Grixis, Jund, Naya, and the Bant shards, right? So they're not doing that. What they're doing is they're doing streets, right? I guess they're clans or lords or whatever. So quick review. You have the Bant one here. You have the Rathline Scheming Seer for Esper. He's a 1/4 of flying in Ward 1. Whenever he attacks, target attacking creature convenes X, where X is the number of attacking creatures. So X means you're going to draw X cards, and then you're going to discard X cards, and put a +++ counter on that creature for each non-land card you discard this way. So convenes is another new mechanic. I guess you could, whenever you attack, target attack creature convenes X. So I guess it's like if you attack with a big armor, you're gonna. So let's say 4. Well, let's say you're attacking 4 creatures, including him, right? So that's you're gonna draw 4 and you're gonna discard 4. And for each non-land card you put so you're gonna target a creature, right? And then you're gonna be an X, and it's gonna get +1. So it's essentially. All right, I've got 4 creatures out. I'm swinging for 4, right? I'm targeting this. Let's say a 1/1 token. Let's say Elspeth, Sun's Champion. Let's say Elspeth, Sun's Champion. Her token she makes. This 1/1 creature right here is going to get. It's gonna convene X, right? And I'm going to discard. I'm going to draw 4 and then discard 4. If for each non-land card I discard, it's going to get that many +++ counters, right? So, meh. Yeah, I guess that's okay. I mean, flying Ward 1, so for Esper, you get a 1/4. It's not really that good. It's not. It's got an okay body because it dodges the lightning bolt. Speaking of that, real quick side note. There's few tests that cards underdo in my group that we have to assess for like cube worries. And so there's 2 tests that everyone talks about. There's the Lightning Bolt test and there's the Doomblade test. Because Doomblade is it's a pretty standard card. It's for 1 of black, instant, it starts targeting non-black creature, right? So if a card passes those 2 tests, it then can further review saying, well, this is a good card, right? Because Well, we'll get to the band one here in a minute. So this card, right? So let's take it to the two tests: the Doomblade test and the Lightning Bolt test. Well, this card passes both. You cannot Doomblade this, nor could you Lightning Bolt it, right? Um, because it's a 1/4 is also considered a black creature. So now, if you're going to kill this, now they've obviously come up with better removal spells and better burn spells since Lightning Bolt and Doomblade were talked about back then. But again, you have here. Oh, that's really wow. All right, but so if you're gonna kill this, we'll say an Infernal Grasp. Infernal Grasp is probably the best removal spell they printed. It's one black start target creature, you lose 2 life. Right. The only thing they can do better is 1 black instant start target creature. That's probably the best removal spell you can ever do. They're never gonna make that away. This essentially costs 3 mana to kill, right? Because you have the Ward 1, right? It's it's okay. It passes both tests, the Lightning Bolt and the Doomblade test, because you can't bolt this thing, you also can't Doomblade it. So I'm sure decks like cards like you'll see standard play. I'm sure this will not be a bulk rare, which is like less than $1. So it's okay. It's okay. This is not one of my so it's not one of my top 10, but Lord Xander here. This is one of my top 10 cards. Why? I'll talk about in a minute. First off, let's review. Let's go ahead and review them again. So Lord Xander the Collector is 4 Grixis for 6/6. He's a Vampire Demon Noble. Not much keeping track. He's also a vampire. Just one of my top 10 cards here. 6/6 for 7 is okay. Just like base stats is fine. But what he does is absurd. Enters the battlefield, target opponent discards half their cards in their hand rounded down. All right, so if you have 6, you can discard 3. When he attacks, the opponent player mills half their library rounded down. So if you have like 40 cards in your library, you're milling 20. When he dies, and you're going to target with sacrifice half the non permanents they control rounded down. So you have 4 permanents, you're sacrificing 2. That's insane. That's like Cruel Ultimatum, just a little watered down on a dude, on a creature that pretty much you can abuse every single time, right? Now, the reason one of this is one of my top 10 cards is because his creature type, not his mana cost or his power toughness or what he does, it's his creature type. Vampire Demon Noble. The Sorn from I think, one of the Innistrad sets, or I think the Imperious Bloodlord or whatever, whichever one, I don't know. Let's find out. Because I need to figure out I need to connect these two, right? Alright, so is it this one? No. Is it? Which one is it? This one, yeah. The Imperious Bloodlord, right? This card? His -3. You may put a vampire creature from your hand on the battlefield. That one right there. This is still he's in standard play. Boom. Vampire. 3 mana. You get a 6/6 for 7 that does this. ETBs. So you're going to discard half their cards. And you get a 6/6. You're swinging on turn 4. That's why this is the card I think is going to see play outside of standard, because this guy's insane. He's a vampire. Now, if he wasn't a vampire, I wouldn't give 2 craps about him. A Demon Noble. Whatever. He's not even the colors for Kalia. You can't cheat him in. And what the heck, bro? No! Oh, somebody with the last name of Larry is probably going to break this card with Sorn, but we'll see. So, but yes, Lord Xander the Collector is one of my top 10 cards from the set. I consider it's going to try to see some play outside of standard. I'm not really going to go over the other creatures. We've already reviewed them here on the channel. Let's see. Nothing really looks too. Oh, they got Ascendancies now. Okay, so let's Let's see here. Well, that's interesting. You got one you can just start bringing stuff back. Riveter's Ascendancy. For Jund, you can sacrifice a creature. Then you return a target creature card with lesser mana value from your graveyard. Lesser mana value? Oh. Nah. These look okay. Look, all these cards are going to see tremendous commander play. Tremendous commander play. Absolutely. Commander, the value for commander is insane, right? Let's see. Well, mythics always give me a gun. So Body Launderer for 2 black for a 3/3. It's got death. That's okay. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, this guy convenes. You can, okay. You convene what? 1? Huh. Nah, doesn't seem that good. Looks confusing. Looks already confusing as heck. So we'll see. Not on my top 10. But we're just gonna browse here real quick, see what because there are some cards I want to talk about. I've seen some spoilers. The ascendancies don't matter. Yeah, 1 and 9 for a 4/4 trample haste lifelink. An elf druid. That's alright. Titan of Industry for 4 and triple green for a 7/7 reach trample. Enters the battlefield, choose 2. Nah. Alright, so one of my other cards right here is Voidwind. Because me loves some Esper stuff, right? So for Esper, you get an instant that says this spell countered. You're gonna target non-permanent. You're gonna destroy it. You're gonna kill something. Something's dying for sure. This is definitely probably gonna see some play standard, like Esper Control might be a kind of thing. Greasefang probably might run a couple copies of this from the sideboard for control, because there's people in my playgroup who want to kill the Wanderer. Like, your Wanderer's dead. Sorry, dead. Right? Or you know. So this is my second card in my top 10. Right? Voidwind. This isn't. It's not cube worthy, for sure. Like, I don't want this in Esper. I'd rather have Sphinx that's still in for Esper, because Sphinx that's still in is a tinker target that you're going to tinker for free, right? But this is one of my top 10 cards from the set because it's Esper. I'm killing something, can't be countered. Because there's so many counter spells out nowadays. People who play blue-white control always have an absorb and a censor and the Dovin's veto or whatever. So this is interesting. I like this. This is my second card for my top 10. Voidwind, the Demon Dude. Let's see what else we got. 2 shield counters on it. Jesus Christ. Meh. The Triumphs are automatically 5. So that's so I have 5 Triumphs, Voidwind, the Vampire Dude. There's 7. Oh wow, they put a Tracodon on an avatar. It's got 4 in band. That's pretty interesting. Unleash the Inferno for 1 in Jund. Unleash the Inferno deals 7 damage to target creature or planeswalker. When it deals excess damage this way, destroy target artifact or an enchantment opponent controls with mana value less or equal to that amount of excess damage. So you're killing a creature or planeswalker and an artifact and enchantment for 4? Huh. Interesting. I don't know. Alright, so we've got 7 cards so far. You want to hear my 8th card? Now, for those who've been watching the channel, I'm not a fan of Mill, but cut your losses. Yeah, that's interesting because it's going to definitely go in the mill deck that's already out there in Modern. Like Modern's probably running probably one of these. It's just, ugh. Or the blue black rose deck will run this for sure because they got creatures to sacrifice, right? And yeah, you if they copy this at least maybe one or twice, it's pretty much game over. So that's now one of my top 10 cards. None of the charms seem interesting to me because they all do interesting things, but it's like, eh. Oh no, that's busted. For one Esper, you get 3/4. Whenever you draw a card, target opponent loses 1 life, and you gain a life. Well, that's just going to go on every control deck in EDH. Jeez. Think of this was Enter the Infinite. There you go. I'm going to draw 76 cards. You're going to lose 76 life, and I'm going to gain 76 life. Oh, they also have a tutor that has that for 5 that you can have casualty 3 and you can copy it. That's wow. All right. Well, that's something. Yeah. Oh, side note. So they're making common fetch lands. Now these fetch lands fetch basic lands only, and they come in tapped. But you gain a life. So it's like as soon as it enters the battlefield, you got to sacrifice. You can go find like a basic mountain or whatever. It's for the Naya colors, which I think is good for the Pauper format, and it also gives fetch land you get to gain a life. So it's kind of a opposite fetch land. So I do like these. I just they're not good for cube because that's not it's broken. Like it's okay, right? And it's pretty cool. It's a common level, so common Pauper decks have them. Pauper cubes can have fetch lands now. That's pretty cool. Except for Evolving Wilds and Terramite of Expanse, so that's good. Not really seeing anything interesting here. Of course, everyone here is waiting for the one card we want to talk about, right? Right. Oh, another card that I like that is Birthing Pod may not be a thing now because Vivian on the Hunt literally has Birthing Pod on her. Right? They're putting Birthing Pod on a Planeswalker. I'm telling you right now, this has speak even cube enthusiasts that I know of, and like this is very interesting to me because Birthing Pod it used to be a deck I used to run with standard way back then. Birthing Pod, I believe, maybe coming maybe on the breakthrough. You know, if you are running Birthing Pod in your deck, this gives you another Birthing Pod outfit, right? Because that's what her +2, her +2, right? Yeah, it's literally Birthing Pod. As a matter of fact, let's look up Birthing Pod, right? Let's look it up, right? Birthing Pod. For 1 Phyrexian Green, tap, sacrifice a creature, search your library for a creature card with word cost equal to 1+. Alright. You may sacrifice a creature. If you do, 1+. It's Birthing Pod on a dude. I like Vivian here. She's one of my other top 10 cards, right? And so this +2 right here. No, forget the fact that she can come in and make a 4/4, or she's got 2 pluses. That right there is broken. Planeswalkers with 2+ abilities kind of see a lot of play. Like you have the format Elspeth that's got either +1 or give 1 +3/+3 and flying, right? She has mill 5 and putting creature cards mill 20 in your hand. So if you mill 5 and get 4, you get 4 creatures in your card. It's literally you have the potential to draw 5, right? For +1. But Birthing Pod? Yes. This might make it into my cube. So if you have a cube and you have a power cube, think about picking up a Vivian on the Hunt. Definitely going to pick up someone for constructive play as well. Also, chat room, if you haven't see any card you want to talk about, please feel free to stop by and let me know what your thoughts on any of the cards I pick out, right? So that's my fourth card that's not a Triumph, right? Let's see. Elspeth, meh. Urbrask, meh. Why is this essentially no? Ugh, no. Halo Fountain. This does not make my top 10, but it is interesting in the fact that I've started to see a couple articles starting that this card could get banned automatically. For 2 and a white for a mythic artifact, you can pay a white, tap it, untap target creature you control, you get a 1/1 green and white citizen token. So you attack for white, you untap it, you get a 1/1, right? For 2 white, you can then tap this, untap 2 tapped creatures you control, draw a card. Right? So late game, this card gets better and better and better. Because for 5 white, you can tap it, untap 15 tap creature control, you win the darn game. Any card that says blah 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 blah, you win the game is broken. Alright? So this has gotten some buzz already talking about, oh, they're gonna ban this because someone's gonna abuse the crap out of this, right? Just think about keys like Voltaic Key. Or the other one, the other key that from Mono Masters that you can untap target artifact. Yeah, cards like that you can untap artifact, like 5-mana Tezzeret or God. All right, any card that you run in your cube or your deck that says untap target artifact, this card is going to get busted, right? So while this is not on my top 10. Yeah, this is crazy. So, yeah. My last card I want to talk about that's on my top 10 is Bootlegger Stash. Bootlegger Stash. Bootlegger Stash. We're just going to say that 3 times. Bootlegger Stash is a 6-mana artifact for 5 and green. It says lands you control have tap, create a treasure token. You heard that correctly. Lands you control have tap, create a treasure token. That's what they have. Right? So you tap a land, treasure token. Tap a land, treasure token. Now, we'll put the constructed side first. We'll put the constructed talk for side to a second. If the chat room wants to back me up on this, right? If you run a card that says, oh, I don't know. Let's just talk about EDH for just a few seconds, right? If you're running green in Commander, because Commander, the reason I say Commander a lot is associated with my cube is because Commanders have singletons, right? And in Cube, you build a mini Commander deck, essentially, with no Commander. You build a 40-card deck from Cube, you build a 100-card deck with Commander. Even though Cube get access to all the broken cards you want, right? You can essentially, you're kind of building a mini Commander deck. So, in Commander, you have cards like, let's say, Wilderness Reclamation. What is Wilderness Reclamation, you say? Oh, I'm glad you asked. I am so glad you asked. Wilderness Reclamation says at the beginning of your end step, untap all lands you control. So that is an actual trigger that goes on the stack. And you untap it, you can respond to the trigger by tapping them again. Right? And you're just making a bunch of treasures. Right? Right. Yeah. So if your cube has Wilderness Reclamation in this, you might think about picking up a copy of Bootlegger Stash for stupid things to do with treasures. Because treasures are pretty busted. Because treasures are essentially a free Mox Lotus Petal. They are. You're creating a bunch of Lotus Petals. That's what they are. Yeah, they're Lotus Petals. Essentially, they're Lotus Petals, right? That's what they are. Well, also, treasures are artifacts, right? Right, yeah. Here, look at this card for a second. This card, right? Tolarian Academy says add blue for each mana pool you add blue to mana pool for each artifact you control. Now, if you combine Bootlegger Stash with Wilderness Reclamation and Tolarian Academy, because Tolarian Academy is in my queue, you are getting an insane amount of stupid things to do. Not only will your Tolarian Academy also untap, but in combination, you can start like making a bunch of treasures. At least 12 to 18 on that turn. Because if you're playing curve, this is a 6-drop. Now, granted, the plus side of Bootlegger Stash is it has no evasion. It's just a 6-mana artifact that dies to a naturalize or a disenchant or a wear and tear. Alright? Yes. And this can be countered. Somebody can just counterspell the crap out of this and, all the problems are solved. But what's going to happen is the games that play this, whether it be Cube or Commander, that's going to resolve more times it's going to get countered or destroyed. There's going to be broken games that this thing is going to get resolved. They're going to have Wilderness Reclamation out. They're going to untap and just make them. Now, thank God, Tolarian Academy is banned in Commander because that would just be busted. But in Cube, no, it ain't. Tolarian Academy is in my cube. So was Wilderness Reclamation at one point was in my cube. So there you go. Those 3 cards allow you to do an insane amount of stupid things. And that's why that's on one of my top 10 cards. You have the 5 Triumphs, Bootlegger Stash, the Demon, the 6/6 because of Sorin. That's going to see play outside of Pioneer. Maybe Standard still. I don't know. You have the Esper kill something spell, right? Yeah, you have that. Yeah, you have Voidwind. Oh shoot, I forgot them. So you had. Well, now shoot, hang on. Oh, you had Voidwind, Bootlegger Stash, the Vivian, the Vampire Lord, and was that it? Or am I missing a card? Vivian, Voidwind, Bootlegger Stash, Vampire Lord. Am I missing a card? That's not in my top 10. Let me just scroll up here. I don't want to like repeat myself for you guys. Not counting the Triumphs. Triumphs are cut your losses. Okay, yeah, cut your losses. Those are my top 10. All right. Now everyone's asking me talk about the card we want to talk about for like other formats. Sure, we'll talk about it. We've already talked about it once on the channel. We talked about it last week, but we can talk about it again because everybody wants to talk about this card. And I'll tell you what, I'll make an offer you can't refuse because here we have a 1-mana negate. This gets an honorary mission because this is a 1-mana, 1 blue negate. That's right, folks. 1 blue negate. Yes. Negate now costs 1. Oh, but there's also a draw. There's also a draw. So it's controller. So whoever spell you're countering, they get 2 treasures. Big whoop. I don't think that clause right there is as important as the 1 mana hard negate. Now, chat room, back me up if I'm wrong, right? Granted, you're giving your opponent 2 lotus petals, essentially, right? You're saying, I'm going to counter your thing, but you're going to get 2 treasures from me to do whatever something else. Now, if you counter an insignificant, like say a lightning bolt, yeah, great. You are saving yourself 3 damage, but then you're also getting 2 treasures to do whatever they want. Now, there are circumstances where this is just doesn't care. If you're a combo deck, you don't care about their treasures because you're going off on that turn. You're winning the game. This hard counters. The 1 blue counter target non-creature spell. That's big. This will go in combo decks because combo decks like say Splinter Twin or combo decks that utilize blue are going to run this card because this card is going to see play in Pioneer, Modern, and most likely Legacy. This card is insane. This card is absurd and stupid. Good side. Like, I like this card. Thumbs up from here on the channel. This card is insane. I like it. So this probably will go on my cube definitely as a test run because it's a 1 mana negate. Yeah, it's a 1 mana negate. It's insane. The people who are going to draft this card, who are going to play this card, don't care about you getting treasures. And I'm telling you right now, if you tap out to play some big spell, you have like 1 card in hand left, you're not going to care. They're going to counter it. It's going to not resolve. Unless they counter this. I like this card. Love it. All right? Huh. Yeah. Yeah. This card's insane. All right. So there's my top 10 cards. 5 Triomes, the Vivian, Bootlegger Stash, the Mill card, the Vampire Lord, and the Voidwind. Those are my top 10 cards from this new set that I happen to really enjoy coming out of this this set. So now let's get to the heart of the matter. Let's get to drafting. All right. So we're gonna start by drafting a deck for my cube. Okay. Quick overview of my cube is it's 585. It's considered a power cube. This does say 583 because I've taken the 2 constructs like the Lore Seeker and the Cogwork Librarian out of here because they do nothing in this draft. They literally do nothing. You can't pick 2, put the Librarian back in, or you can't add another pack. They're dead artifacts. So I've cut them for the sake of drafting on this website. All right. Each color has 74 cards of its represented color. So I've narrowed down to the best of the best of the best of each color, right? And of course, cards get replaced by upgrades of their versions over time. That's just how progress is. That's how things are always updated. Cards get replaced for better versions, right? So let's say, example, Mother of Runes. I don't think they've ever reprinted anything that's better than Mother of Runes. They tried to print Giver of Runes from the Modern, but she doesn't protect herself. Mom is so good that she can protect herself, right? But Giver of Runes does have the option to protect from color, so it's kind of a trade-off. Adeline, just busted. Like if you draft her, you're probably gonna win the game because she takes over herself. Arcane of Maria replaced the 3 mana Thalia that your non-basic your opponent's control them untapped and sort of their creatures because this has non-basic things, and they can't play more than one spell. So this hoses Storm decks, which Storm is an archetype in this cube. So yeah, it's the best of the best of each color. And 74 is what I can get it down. I can add more, but I want to get down to a nice round number 585. I think that fits about 13 people. All right. Blue is the same. You really can't find anything better than what's in here. So yeah, so that's pretty much an overview of my cube. Each guild section has 11 cards total. Let's see, 6 lands and 5 cards that are part of the color combination. A couple weeks ago, we added Cherokee Genesis engine instead of the Yorion. Because Yorion, you have to have a lot of blink effects. So this card, you can pitch for Solitude. You can pitch to... oh, shoot. Pitch the March of March of Otherworldly Light, which I have in my queue. Right there. This also works with, it gets around Narset, if you're playing against Narset, because you can draw a card and then discard, and you get a 1/1 pilot that starts crewing stuff. Alright? So, you get multiple pilots, and this comes at 8/8. So, yeah, it's also an artifact that you can find and stuff. So, yeah, I think that's a little bit better than Yorion. But each guild section has 5 non-land cards that represent each color. There are a couple of changes. There's a couple of exceptions, like Valky. His face card is black, but his backside is red-black. So I do consider him a black-red card, even though you have cards that represent the other color pair by itself. That's also considered a black-red card. Let's see, blue-green is probably the other option. Yeah, because Suspicious Stowaway is technically a blue-green card. There's blue on the front, green on the back. Alright. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to draft a deck. We're going to draft a couple decks, and we'll get to it. Alright. I think we'll draft 5 packs for this one. And we'll have 8 seats. Alright. Okay. If you all are ready, I'm ready. Let's get to drafting. Now, before I get started, if anybody here sees a card that they want me to draft, just call it out. And there's no timer, so we don't have to worry about it. Alright. Unable to create draft, not enough cards. Number of packs. You can't do 5 packs? What about 4? I guess can't do 5. Alright. Alright, so here we go. What are we starting with tonight? Well, alright. Whew. Well, there is Birthing Pod. We could try and draft the Birthing Pod deck. The chat room is saying Natural Order or Stowaway. Okay. Natural Order it is. I'm going with the chat. So now we've got... well, there's a Plow Under. Terracodon. And a Toski. For staying in green. 2 green creatures we have is Toski and Terracodon. If we're going with Natural Order, we probably want to go with Terracodon. Right? Because we have to sacrifice a green creature. Now the big payoff we're looking for is, of course, Virginist. That counts as a green creature. So I think we're going to take the Terracodon here. I believe so. Yeah, we're going to take the Terrastodon. That is considered green here. It is one a target for our natural order. Alright, so now we have a Mox Amber, Thragtusk, a Channel. Uh-oh. Mutavault, Infernal Titan, Yawgmoth, Gideon, Force of Will. I think we're going to take the Channel. Yeah, taking the Channel. So now we're just circling mono green. Because now, well, look at that. Look, there's our fucking emerald. Or, I mean, there's our emerald. Shoot, sorry. Bleep me out later. We're going to take the Mox Emerald. Because we don't ever pass that up. Well, okay. Now, there's no green creatures here, but there's a Mox Sapphire sitting right there in front of us. So, we're going to take the Mox Sapphire. Alright, continuing with the theme. We have Raphaelos or Nissa. I think we take the Raphaelos. Yes. We are sticking with... Okay. Once again, we got a Dry Growth and a Gaia's Cradle. I believe we take the Gaia's Cradle. Okay, now we have a Besiju and a Pattern of Rebirth. I'm going to take the Besiju. So now we come back. So now Stowaway came back around. Okay. Well, we're no longer a Birthing Pod deck. I think we're going to take Stowaway. We'll take Toski. Alright, now we got to pick something that's not in our colors. We could essentially go Force of Will because we are in blue, sort of. Take the Force of Will. I think we'll take the mono green. Take the Rex Sage and the Reflexion Revoker. We'll hate draft Mom and Dad because they're not gonna. And the Blood Crypt. All right. Pack 2, pick 1. We've got. Same with our green constant. We have Galuk Relentless. We have a Harmonize. Kodotha Forge Master. We have an Arbor Elf. I think we stick with the plan and take the Arbor Elf. Right. I believe Harmonize my wheel. Alright, so we got a Luminarch Aspirant. We got a Palinchron. We're not in the Storms. We're not taking that. Sword of Feast of Famine. Siege Commander. Crater Behemoth. Palace Jailer. Relic of Virginitas. A Ragavan. Vanishing Light. Thalia's Lieutenants. A Woe Strider. I think we're taking the Crater Hoof. We're all in on the mono green plan. So we got a Wasteland, Mind Twist, Song of the Dryads, the Restoration of Iganjo. Probably going to take the Fauna Shaman. Oh. I think we may have drafted the most brokenest deck on here. Because in pack 2, pick 4, we're at Faithful Absence, Reckless Impulse, a Black Lotus, Channel Initiate, Faction Identity, Sphinx of the Stillwind, Bizarre Baghdad Preordained, Zealous Conscripts, an Ashiok, a Shenanigans, a Char. We're taking the Black Lotus, people. So now we have Black Lotus, an Emerald, and a Sapphire. What the heck, y'all? So pick 5 from pack 2. We've got a Factor Fiction, a Survival of the Fittest. We have Thalia, Balance, Hallow Fountain, an Embercleave, a Bayou, Tireless Tracker, Ramp Up Excavator. We have no fetch lands currently, but here's the thing, is that we can pitch the Besiju and then play it again with Ramp Up Excavator. Or Savvy Triumph or the Phyrexian Metamorph. Well, I always pick the Metamorph because we just copy where we have they play. So we'll take that. Now, what else are we doing? Okay. So we haven't seen any blue-green lands. We haven't seen any tropical islands. We haven't seen any breeding pools. But I think out of this pack, we're going to take, the Kozilek because we have Channel. Now, out of this pack, pick 7. We got a Murderous Rider, Rashard Port, an Oracle Moldiah, which is probably going to be the Oracle, Vortex, Damnation, Torok, Rip Apart, Usher the Fallen, and Shuttle. It's Oracle Moldiah. All right. So now, well, okay. So we got some interesting choices. We could take the mana most here just for mana and to draw. Even though we're not Storm. We know that. But we can play this to make 2 mana and draw a card. We can make some multiple plays with our cards. Let's check our mana artifacts. Oh, it's Urza Saga. Sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. Urza Saga it is because we can fetch any of our Moxes or our Black Clothes. It's Urza Saga. Sorry, I didn't. Duh. Harmonized Wheel. We'll take the Harmonize. Uh, we'll take the Batter Skull. So we have Channel. We'll hate draft probably. I'm going to say we're going to hate draft the Gonti because he has Death Touch, right? And we'll hate draft the Ashiok. We'll take. Ooh. We'll take the Tyler Striker. Recruit the guard, and we get a Sherlock Hall. Alright. Pack 3, pick 1. We got Kodama's Reach, Mana Crypt, Lowstone Golem, Toxic Deluge, Trigon Predator, Polluted Delta, Elder Gargorth, Gala Shrine, a fat. Oh dear God. Fast Bond, Liliana Last Hope, Face Feathers, Nighthawk Scavenger, Acidic Slime, Opposition Agent, or Liliana the Veil. I think we're taking the Elder Gargorth because we are wanting to put up big creatures. So Elder Gargorth, it gives us a green creature for natural order, plus gives us a green token for natural order. So that's good. We'll take the Gargorth. And we got a Biogenic Ooze, probably taking that. We got a Birds of Paradise. It's going to be the Ooze. We got Urza Saga, a Sunring Titan. God, turn 1 Sunring Titan. No, turn 2 Sunring Titan from Channel. It's not very that impactful if you're playing turn 3. We have Uro. That is a green creature. But the mana base would be extremely rough to order to sacrifice him. I think we take Uro. Alright. Oh, dear God. So now we have Pyroclasm, Prismatic Ending, Celestia Signet. That was Simic. I have a Mox turn 1. Oh yeah, Channel, you're right. Selfless Spirit, Reanimate, Lotus Bloom, Avalanche Riders. If that was a Simic thing, I'd take that. You might still take the Signet. Yeah, I'll take the Signet. Alright. Creeping Tar Pit, Thurbin Expector, the Blue-Black Pathway, Baral, Hex Drinker, Lotus Cobra. God bless. I'll take Hex Drinker. Alright. So now we got a Misty. Croisa Portal. I'm taking the Misty. I'll take the Misty Rainforest. Sylvan Library, Garruk Wild Speaker, an Emerald. Does anybody here see what the obvious pick is? I'm just going to read the cards one more time in this pack. Sylvan Library, Shieldred, Garruk Relentless, Grim Lava Mancer, Splinter Twin, Den of the Bugbear, Emrakul, Recurring Nightmare, Nim Visit. We'll take the Emrakul because Channel. Right. Alright, so now we got Pack 3, Pick 8. We have a Jace the Mind Sculptor, Mishra's Workshop, Stomping Ground, High Tide, Trash for Treasure, Bloodghast, Sinishtainer, Coalition Relic. Well, thank you. All credits go to Sarah Norman for our logo design. Okay, so now hear me out. The correct play here is the Stomping Ground. But I'm drafting Jace because I have a rule. I draft Jace my sculptor if he shows up. So we could probably still play him anyway. Alright, so now we're back to our original pack. We have Lilian, we have both Lilianas, they survived. A opposition agent, an acidic slime. I'm going with the acidic slime. There's a Lumbering Falls. We'll take the Lumbering Falls. Thassa's Oracle. Solemn. We'll take Solemn. Because if we can get a couple islands in our field, then we can escape Uro. I'm going to hate draft the Nevermire's Disc. And look at that. We got a Lotus Cobra. We'll take the Lightning Greaves. We can use that. And we still get the Niv Mizzet there, Nathan. Niv Mizzet came back around because he knew. Because that is a green creature. We're never getting anything off of that, but we got the Niv Mizzet back. All right, final pack. Here we go. Pack 1. Niv Mizzet came back around. Imagine that. Huh. Scavenging Ooze. Augur of Autumn. Oath of Druids. All right. I don't think we're playing Jace the Force of Will, even the Stowaway. I want to try to keep it as simple as I can. That being said, if we're going to play Uro, we need to have a way to make blue sources. The Ketra Triome does that, and we can find it from our Misty. I'm going to take the Ketra Triome. Just because. Alright, so now we have Pack 4, Pick 2. We got Library of Alexandria. Flame Tongue Yearling. How many people in chat want me to take the library? Just throw that out there. We've also got Mana Vault, Needleverge Pathway, which is the red-white. Dragon Lord of Tarka, which is a green creature for natural order. Pyrotic Ritual, Baneslayer Angel, Wandering Fumarole. Again, how many people want to take me? How many would take the library? Banefire, Brainstorm, Hazard at the Fervor, Once Upon a Time, 5 Minute to Fairy, or Burrow Signet. How many people want me to take the library? Because I'm leaning on towards Once Upon a Time. We are considered a green deck. We're not going to have a lot of cards in our opening hand unless we get that in our opening hand. So, how many people will take the library? Because I'm thinking of taking on Once Upon a Time. I'm waiting on the chat room to see if I take library or not. It's either going to be library or Once Upon a Time. Library it is. Yeah. All right. So now we've got Eternal Witness. Oh, we got Eternal Witness, Gillos, or Mox Pearl. Okay. If I was drafting a person, I'd take the Pearl, but for the deck purposes only, we're taking the Eternal Witness. We already have our 2 Moxes. We don't need a third. I haven't seen a Breeding Pool or a Saying Noble, huh? I took Eternal Witness, so sorry. Haven't seen a Breeding Pool or a Tropical Island yet. So we got Treasure Cruise, Flooded Strand, Fallen Shinobi, Glorybringer, Goblin Darkwill, Talarian Academy, which we talked about earlier, Court of Bounty, Doretti, Blue-Red Pathway, Blaze Splicer, a Scalding Tarn, or an Elswith Conqueror's Death. I think it's Court of Bounty for our mono green deck. We don't have enough fetch lands for Flesh Rain to work. If that was done the Misty, maybe. Treasure Cruise, no. I'm taking Court of Bounty. It works for our natural order theme. We can just put a free creature into play. Okay. So we got Smuggler's Copter, Bloodthirst Adversary, 4 mana Elspeth, Inquisition, Umbrella Rice, an Ashen Rider, a Zagoth Triome, which is the Sultai one, Cathar Commando, Immortal Sun, Lion's Eye Dime, which Nathan, or our friend Nathan, just absolutely loves to death, and a Bowl of Omens. Now, I'm leaning towards the Zagoth Triome because one, again, it makes blue green. It's another blue source for Uro. It is fetchable with Misty Rainforest. If we take the Triome, then we gotta look for more fetch lands. Triome it is. Alright, so I'm gonna look at my phone for a minute. You all look at the screen and tell me what I should pick. Whenever you decide, let me know. Yeah, we are drafting the Oko. Okay, all right. So now we have the blue-green pathway, Sakura Tribe Elder, or a Yavimaya. Steve? Steve it is. All right, so now we got Finhorn Elves, Golos, Blue White Pathway, Path to Exile, Kitesteel, Freebooter, Oblivion Stone, Max Grillbrand, and Ancestral Vision. I want to lean towards the Finhorn Elves because it's a mana dork. Yeah, I'm taking the elf. Alright, so now we got Brutal Cathar, Torbrand, Unholy Heat, Wall of Roots, Yevamai, Elder, Concentrated Sphinx, or Exhume. Do we take the Wall of Roots here for acceleration? I'm leaning towards Wall of Roots. That's what I'm leaning towards too. Does the group agree with that? This is why I need someone to type. So I can type and see if the chat room believes I should take Wall of Roots. We're not Birthing Pod, so Yevamai Elder has lost a little bit of appeal. Prefer Elder. Okay, Elder it is. All right, so now we take Once Upon a Time now. I think so, right? I think that's the play. Once Upon a Time it is. All right, so in this oust what? Oh, okay. Once he's abbreviating, I was like, what the heck? So in this instance, I kind of like taking Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce is one of those spells we can play late game. We do have 2 blue sources, so I'm leaning towards Spell Pierce. Decks like this want a cheap counter spell to get in there with the yeah. So I'm leaning towards Spell Pierce. So we got the red blue pathway, we got the Blade Spicers, we got the Scalding Tarn. Let me check our lands. Forest Island, Misty. I'm taking the Scalding Tarn. Alright, Nathan, do we take Lion's Eye Diamond because we're that dumb? Or do we take the Immortal Sun because of Channel? The Sun. Yeah, we take. Elvish Mystic came back around, and we get a free Vindicate. Alright, there's our deck. There's our cards. Let's build the deck. Alright, so what are we not playing? We're not playing Niv-Mizzet. We're not playing P and Karen. We're not playing Gonti. We're not playing Recruiter Guard. We're probably, I'll put Stowaway down for now. We're not playing Force. We're not playing Jace. We're not playing Disc. We're not playing Ashiok, Vindicate, Spell Pierce on the side. Immortal Sun's in the side. We're not playing Blood Crypt. We're not playing Shellock Isle for right now. That can come back. It's 46 cards. We need to make a lot of cuts. Revoker and go to the side. We drafted 3 mana dorks. Alright. So with natural order, we can cut the Lightning Greaves. Probably cut Celestia Signet. Maybe bring the Battle Skull on the side. Alright. So let's see here. We start off with natural order. Alright. I want to keep the mana dorks in. So I'll cut Hexringer for the moment. Probably get rid of the Fauna Shaman. So we want to keep in, obviously keep those 2 in because of the channel. We want to keep Trasodon. We want to keep the big. We want to keep. We won't want to run Crater Hoof. That's for late game. This deck looks just mean as hell. Probably cut. Maybe Solemn? Alright, so Rex Sage for the sideboard. Toski for the sideboard for right now. Let's see. I'm going to cut these lands for just a second. I'll bring them back in. So we are definitely going to run the Mox Emerald and the Sapphire. We are going to run the Black Lotus. We are going to run the Urza Saga because that fetches all 3 of these. We are going to run the Besiju. Okay. We are going to run a Misty. We're going to run a Scalding Tarn. Misty finds the Ketra Triome. Misty also finds the Zagros Triome. Scalding Tarn also believes Forest or Mountain. Yeah, so both fetches find both the Triomes. We are going to run Gaia's Cradle, and we're also going to run the Lumbering Falls and Library. So yeah, all those are good. Alright, so we are running mostly forests. Maybe Arbor Elf comes out and Hexringer goes in. Tireless Tracker. We'll cut the E-Witness. Now we keep Oko. So we added 3 lands, it's 15. Make 2 more cuts and just run it as like what? 17 lands, and that's it. Maybe less. If we go to, let's say, well, if we added 3 cards, we added 3 lands, that would be what? 15 lands, because we're counting the Moxes and the Black Lotus as lands, per se. I think we're going to cut... Maybe the... I think it's solemn. Yeah, I think it's solemn. And I want to add an island for sure. The throne? You mean quarter bounty? Okay. We're not running a whole lot of forests. We might have to cut Raphaelis. We're only going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll cut Raphaelis. We don't have a whole lot of forests. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We didn't get Yavimaya. That would have made a big difference. Could add maybe another 2 more forests there. Let's see. What else I want to add here? We've got Black Lotus, 2 Moxus, that's 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands, and 2 of them are fetches. Well, if we add Raphaelis, that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's still way back in. All right. I like that. I like that deck. We'll save it. We will save that. All right. There we go. Deck 1 is saved. All right. So, let's draw a sample hand, see what we can get from it. All right, so, oh, well, that looks just stupid. So this is our opening hand. Let's say we went second. We draw a card. Oh my god. We could go play a forest, Finhorn Elves. Probably. That other one had no lands though. There's no lands. Jeez. Do we go? So do we go turn 1? Oh, did it? Oh. So we either go There's so many things we can do with this deck. Like we go. So our turn play would be turn one Forest, Fainhorn Elves, Black Lotus, sack Black Lotus for 3 green. Uh, yeah, 3 green. Play Tireless Tracker, right? Next turn you play Urza Saga, right? Get a channel. Well, no, you wouldn't get channel. You would get say Hex Drinker. Then after that, you play another Forest. You'd have Forest, Finhorn Elves, Tireless Tracker. Already having like 2 clues out. Yeah, it's insane. This deck's insane. This deck actually might build in paper. We'll play it probably this weekend because this is stupid. All right, now let's go. Let's do it again. And this time, I'm just going to draft what I want to draft. And these 2 decks are going to fight. So. All right, this is going to be my deck. I'll pick Liliana the Veil. There's the Tropical Island. Monster Mentor. Ancient Tomb. Sun Titan. Tidehelter Sculler. Portal. Downfall. Damnation. Let's say Meyer. Lose focus. Turnabout. Day Judgment. Hella Fountain. Chaos Warp. And free, yeah, Wall Master. Pack 2. Portable Hole. Time Reversal. Ashiok. Duress. Faithful Strix. Scalding Tarn. Five-Minute Fairy. Elspeth. Wishclaw Talisman. Shelldock Isle. March. I'll take Gideon or Kithian. Blue-White Pathway. Tendrils and Frank Search. Pack 3. 3 Fairy. Fracture Identity. So we're already busted now. Narset. Geist. Solitude? Triome. Counterspell. Time Twister. Ponder. I'll take a Dam. Take Lingering Souls. Take a Repeal. A Underground Sea. A Warm Power Stone. And a Free Remand. Last pack. I'm taking... Dear fuck. Dear God. Caracas. Mox Diamond. I was kind of hesitant on that one. Take the Wrath of God. Really? Okay. Taking... No, I'm not taking Show and Tell. Taking Mind Twist. I'm also taking Phantasmal Image. Does anybody see what I'm doing? Yeah, passive mana drain. Oh, Jesus Lord. Fetchland galore. Take the Flooded Strand. There's like one Esper Fetchland on this whole pack. Fumigate. Ancestral Recall. Council's Judgment. Richardport. Godless Shrine. Take the Brazen Borrower. Mana Drain Past. What the hell? Take the Mana Drain. Take the Polluted Delta. And we get a free guy, guys. Alright. I had Solar Flare in my head. That's what I wanted to draft. So I'm gonna remove everything and I'm gonna build the deck from scratch. It's basically an Esper control shell, except that it's got a little bit of a theme to it. Right? So I'm gonna remove all the cards and I'm gonna selectively play what I want. Alright, so Image, Sun Titan, Veil. We'll play Baleful Strix. We'll play Tie Harvest Skull. We'll play a Counter Spell. We'll play Portable Hole. We'll play a Ponder. Polluted Delta, Godless Shrine, Flooded Strand, Underground Sea, Howl Fountain, Pathway. Let's see. We'll play a Narset, 3 Fairy, Ashiok. We'll play Day Judgment, Wrath of God, Fumigate. We'll also play a 5 Fairy, Fractured Identity, a Solitude, Damnation. We'll play a Recall. We'll play a March. Play a Caracas. Play a Mox Diamond. Geist. Brazen Borrower. Council's Judgment. Play a Loose Focus. We'll play a Mana Drain. 7 lands. That means 14 lands. Fumigate goes to the side. Yeah, just run the 2 Wraths. We'll play the Scalding Tarn and the Triumph. And the Blessing Mire. So it's 11 lands. 6 more. I want to get to 17 lands. So we make a cut. This is tough. This is real tough. How many white cards do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's it. I think that was pretty good. I like that. So we're bringing 2, 2, and 2. Add those. I like that. It's pretty good. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 planeswalkers. 5 walkers. They're all got 3 drops. Because we get Sunshine now. It's going over. Yay. Alright. We got our 2 decks for the week. I love it. I love this deck. Alright. Let's see. We've got an hour and 24. Okay. I think we're going to do one more draft. Well, let's see. Actually, before we do anything, let's check Moto. See what they got on the... Let's check Moto and see what they got. See if they have anything fun. Beamtown Bullies. Who the hell is that? Are there any cube options up here? No. Crimson Val Swiss Draft. New to Moto AFR Phantom Seal Draft. Huh. Oh, has it? Let's try. Let's do one. Oh, what is this? We got E-Tron? We got E-Tron. Alright, we'll do one. Don't say that. Don't say that. That's blasphemy. Don't say that. Don't call me a Tron player. I'm not a Tron player. No. I'm not a Tron player. It was just given to me. I'm not a Tron player. Dark Slick Short. Oh, am I playing against Mill? I think I just win, right? Because I have Emrakul's in the deck. Yeah, I just win. But I'm not a Mill player either. Of course it's Mill. Who else plays a Heatron Crab? Hmm. I think we just win, right? Because um, yeah, we have Emrakul in the deck, man. Right? It has Emrakul in the deck, right? I mean, right? Oh, they have surgicals? Oh, okay, so that's cool. Yeah, yeah. Mill is 3. Hmm. Gee, I wonder what he's going to do with that polluted delta. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got my step. Yeah, polluted delta, sure. All is dust, map, Urge is mine. Field ruin. That's great. Will we play it? Well, is he sacking? Yeah, okay. I hate Mill. Drawing lands. They always go turn one crab, don't they? I don't think I had a very good hand. Thought that was Reality Smasher. This guy really had the nut straw, didn't he? hate mill. I really hate mill, dude. I hate it with a passion. There is literally no skill to someone playing mill. You're basically you're just a giant troll. Oh, he's gonna archive that. He's gonna archive trap me. Oh, he's gonna archive trap me. I was gonna archive trap me. Oh, yeah, he did. It's turn 5. This is such a miserable experience playing mill. Shoot, yeah, he got me. God bless, dude. No, there's no Emrakul's in the deck. Well, that sucks. No, it's a triggered ability. Hate fucking mill, bro. Mill has no skill. It's literally designed for people to become trolls. It's all it's becoming down to is like I'm just gonna troll. It's a stupid old troll. Well, here I might have a little bit better luck. Hideaway. Okay, so they're not playing Tournament Crab. That's good. That's hilarious. That is freaking hilarious. That's hilarious. We actually drew natural Tron. Yeah. Oh, crap. My God, they have it every single turn. I know, there's no Emrakul in this deck. Sideboard or mainboard. Wow, 2 Reality Smashers. God bless you. This is highly unorthodox, so I'm not a Tron player. But I don't want those. The next turn I'm just going to beat face. Bro, come on, man. Just play Magic. Quit being a fucking troll. What do you think was going to happen? Got rid of Ulamog. God. Man. Okay, man. Yeah. Play your orb. Oh, you're just gonna... Okay. Sure. I have Tron, but I can't play anything with Tron. Oh my god. What? Crypt incursion. Jesus Lord. Lovely. Well, this is going by so good, because mill. I think killing the crab was the right play with their 2 walking ballistas, but for the love of God, come on. Bro. Jeez. God. Jesus Christ. And Eldrazi cannot deal with the artifact. Yep, that's game. Do we draw and we lose? Right. Oh, mill, dude. It just makes no fun. It just literally, it's just no fun. You're not even playing Magic. You're just a troll. That was literally a waste of time playing that game. There was no fun to that whatsoever. if you play Mill and you're watching this broadcast on my channel, um, you probably should reevaluate your reasons for playing Magic, because one of your reasons is not to have fun. You are literally not having fun with your opponent, and you've lost all spirit with the game. So your great hand. Burn. We gotta make it fast to Worm Coil. Now we're playing Burn. No, we actually play things now. We actually tap stuff and play mana. And tap and do things without having to fear losing half our fucking library. Great. Lava Spike. Manamorphose. Oh no. You got 2 red. We should easily win this. Sure. Oh, that's not it. What? It's funny. Oh, turn 3 Worm Coil pass. It's really like that. My laptop shut off because it wasn't charged all the way in. Okay, buddy. You trying to kill the Worm Coil? Yeah, he's trying to kill the Worm Coil, which is stupid. Congratulations, you killed a Worm Coil engine. You exhausted all your resources in killing a Worm Coil engine. Congratulations. Okay. Bedlam Reveler. Nice. Okay, kill the lifelinker. He's using all his resources to kill my tokens, which is fine. Bye bye, Steamkin. So. Got anything else there, man? It's about to get real ugly for you. Real ugly. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. We're getting the spell skites. They got the mind stones. They're not literally doing anything. Probably cut that one. Bring in the warping whales. Let's see. Basilisk collar is pretty good. Wormcoil engine is a house. Hangerback walker. We can get rid of those for the spatial contortions. Cause all right. We should win this one. Burn kind of exhausted all their resources into killing my creatures instead of doing me in the face. So yeah. So we should probably win this one. Let's see the other one. Okay. All right. Dog 12. Nice. Wait on the burn player. I wouldn't run Endbringer now. I think Endbringer's kind of really slow. Wait on him. Wait on him. Waiting on him. Still. Still waiting on him. Still waiting on him. Still waiting on him. Jesus. He might have left. He might have left. Like, wait on him? Okay, well, this is great. Everybody in the chat room is still there. Thanks for sticking around for this guy actually wanting to leave because he can't beat Eldrazi-tron. I bet he left. It's your loss. It's your loss, buddy. So this is so cool. We're waiting on him, so I apologize to you guys in the chat for watching. I know this guy is taking forever to decide. He probably left, but until then, I really can't. I want the win, so. Should be timing out here in a minute. And there we go. All right, won the match. Nice. We'll finish out this league to give y'all something to finish on. So. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, we got one. Let's go. Last one for the night. Oh, that was weird. All right, we went 2-1. We got 5 player points. That ended in like 3 seconds. Okay, we'll take it. All right. All right, well, there you have it, folks. So, what did we learn tonight? We drafted 2 decks for my cube, and we basically we did the free. If you have player points, it's like a free league you can join to I guess get started into Magic. So we did that. We went 2-1. Our last match is the guy just quit, so we'll take it. So that ends tonight's Cube Talk. I believe this is episode 10. So tomorrow and Saturday, I'll be uploading videos to our YouTube channel, which is the Kentucky Eclipse Gaming, which is in my Twitch bio. So you want to head over there when you can, watch some of the videos you may see tonight or previous videos we've already taped, either this week or last week. We'll have this upload for you probably in a few days. And if you like what you see, please follow us and subscribe on YouTube and follow me on Twitch here. We are up to, I believe, 34 followers, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. So yes, I'm on my way up to 40, and once we hit 40, we'll begin the big trek to 50 followers here on Twitch, so I can become an affiliate. So every little follow helps me out so much. I appreciate everyone who follows me and who's watching me live or later on in the Twitch. Appreciate you all. I want to thank you all for the support. Tomorrow is one of my off days, but we might be streaming more content, so we'll keep you updated on that. Saturday we should have some Xbox content. Look out to me buying we'll have some new games on the channel for on Xbox. We'll have some more Destiny 2 content, maybe some Division 2 content, some maybe Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga content. Look for that coming up here soon. Sunday we'll have a special